Hey everybody, Brandon Boyd with The Brandon Boyd Show. Thank you so much for watching and joining me for another edition of the Weekly Pointers News Update, where I catch you up on all the news you may have missed regarding credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, and everything in between. And we've got a lot of news stories to cover today, okay? We've got elevated offers on Southwest personal cards, some new offers on Hilton co-branded cards with American Express. We're going to talk about some great food deals at the end of the show, and somebody got a little naughty on a Southwest flight, and we're going to talk about that. It's going to be a fun show, but before we get going, if you do find this video helpful or at least mildly entertaining, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications for alerts. The topics are on the screen. There's a timer down below and chapters down in the description if you want to skip around. Also, check the links down there if you want to continue supporting the channel. If you want to apply for a new card, use the links down in the description. That'll help us out and help us keep going. I really appreciate all of your support so far. But with that said, lots of stories on the way today, and we've got to get going. Let's go. Chase has some really big plans to expand their travel portal, and this was noticed in some notes during an investor presentation earlier this month in May. And according to this investor presentation, some of the notes that were given indicate that Chase really wants to become a travel agency almost for their customers. Now, they're going to roll this out later this year for card customers, and they hope to roll it out to all banking customers as well later on after that. According to this investor presentation, let me quote this real quick. Chase wants to deliver, quote, distinctive content and experiences and become a full-service travel agency to our small business and leisure travelers. This is a pretty big deal. Obviously, you can already do a lot with Chase when it comes to booking online, things like that, but they have a lot of plans for expansion here. Now, I'm not 100% sure exactly what this means, but what do you think Chase could do differently now that they're not currently doing with their Chase travel portal? I'm interested to see exactly where they're going with this. Obviously, they have a lot of financial backing to do a lot of really good things, and according to this investor presentation, they are cash flow positive on their travel offerings. So I'm interested to see where this goes. They think there's a big opportunity here. So in the second half of this year, we're going to keep an eye out for this and see if more details continue to leak out. But I'm interested to hear what you think could be in the works with Chase. This is pretty interesting. So on United Airlines, on most flights now, you are not going to be able to use a credit or a debit card to make purchases in flights. Now, as most of you are aware that travel pretty frequently, sometimes you have to pay for food and beverages and things like that. However, they are eliminating credit and debit cards from payment options while you're traveling. Instead, you'll have to preload a credit or debit card onto your United account in order to pay for services or food on flight. There's also a trial program going on in some United flights right now where they're using PayPal with a QR code, and we'll just have to see where that plays out because that's only on select flights right now. Let me know what you think about this, because on the surface of it, it sounds really inconvenient, but maybe it will speed up the process of paying for items while you're in flight, and maybe the flight attendants can move on to other things. If you've had any experience with this, let me know down in the comments. I'm curious to hear what you think about this, and if you haven't, just what are your overall thoughts on them removing physical payment options like credit and debit cards? I mean, I get where they're going with this. It's probably a little bit safer when it comes to germs and transferring and holding somebody else's card and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, is it better for the customer? I'll leave that up to you. And while we're talking about United, Clear is offering 10 to 15,000 United miles when you sign up for Clear using the link down in the description below. Depending on if you're a Mileage Plus Premier or just a Mileage Plus member, you'll get 10 to 15,000 bonus United miles when you sign up for Clear using that link. And again, Clear is just an easy way to get through the airport. It makes life a lot simpler when you're traveling a lot, and it gets you to the front of the line in TSA PreCheck or the regular security line using biometric screening. So a link for that will be down in the description below as well. The American Express Hilton co-brand cards have new welcome offers, and I'm going to read through those real quick. Now, you'll know that they just did some new welcome offers just a few months ago, and they change these pretty frequently, but I wanted to give you the update on exactly what's going on right now. The Hilton Surpass card is offering 130,000 Hilton Honors points and up to $130 statement credit with $2,000 spent in the first 3 months, so a pretty easy min spend to get there. Next, the American Express just regular Hilton Honors card, 100,000 points and a $100 statement credit if you spend $1,000 within the first 3 months. So again, another easy one to get. Now, if you recall, the Hilton Aspire card didn't jump in with the other Hilton cards when they were offering a free night certificate as part of a welcome offer. One of the big reasons is because the Hilton Aspire card already offers a free night certificate. So it's usually off on its own, doing its own thing anyway. So in this case, it's not offering these statement credits like these other two cards. Now, we also have the Hilton Honors business card. The business card is offering 130,000 points with $3,000 spent in 3 months. Now, these offers are set to expire on July the 6th. So if you're interested in a Hilton card, again, use the links down in the description below. But if this suits your needs, make sure you go ahead and apply because this is a limited time offer, but these offers change so frequently with Hilton. If this one doesn't suit your needs, just wait around for the next round of offers. The Southwest Rapid Rewards consumer credit cards are all seeing elevated offers right now of 75,000 points with $5,000 spent in the first 3 months. Now, is this the best welcome offer that they've ever had? No, it's not. It's not the best, especially with a $5,000 min spend. It is a little bit higher, but if you need some more Rapid Rewards points, this is certainly a way to go. And the other thing to keep in mind is if you're using this to get Companion Pass, doing that in the middle of the year isn't necessarily the best thing in the world, and you can refer to my Companion Pass video down in the description below. But if you're not interested in Companion Pass and you just want to rack up some more Rapid Rewards points, you could do a lot worse. So go ahead and take advantage of these cards if you want to earn this elevated offer. This next story is going to be really interesting and really awkward, and you may want to tell your kids to put their earmuffs on because it's really odd to talk about, but I think it's a pretty interesting story. So a man on a Southwest flight in early April 2022 was arrested for exposing himself 4 times and taking care of some of his personal business 4 times on the flight. I think you know where I'm going with this. Talk about your wanna get away flight. This would have been one of them, all right? So apparently he was jerked off the plane and he was taken off in handcuffs, and he is no longer allowed to fly on Southwest, and he will not be able to get on the plane because apparently he's already gotten off the plane. But I gotta hand it to the guy, that's a bold move. Now, he did receive 48 days in jail, so that's 12 days in jail per incident that he had on the plane. So is that a fair ruling? I feel like that's kind of light. 48 days? That seems like not a huge sentence to me, but let me know what you think an appropriate punishment would be. This brings me to an interesting question. What is the most odd or uncomfortable experience that you've personally had on a plane? Now, I don't expect everyone to have a story like this, but I think to get to know all of you a little bit better, I'd be curious to hear what the weirdest thing that you've ever seen on a plane is. What kind of experience have you had? Leave those down in the comments below. And I don't want to bring the party down too much here, but the average price of gas nationally is now $4.60, which is up 46 cents from the previous month. And for the first time in U.S. history, the average price of gas is over $4 a gallon in all 50 states. I bring this up just to make everyone aware because a lot of times when you're pulling in the gas station, it's easy not to even look at the sign, swipe your card and move on, but make sure you're paying attention because experts are also warning that these gas prices could continue to increase as the summer travel season approaches. So before you book your travel, if you're doing a big road trip, make sure you're accounting for these increased gas prices in your budget because before you know it, it can totally eat into your budget. Let me know what you're doing personally to offset these. I know it can turn into a political debate and things like that, but long story short, everybody needs to be aware because gas will eat into your budget big time. And if you're familiar with the Weekly Pointers news update, you know that I like to end the show on a good food deal, and this week is absolutely no exception. And I've got 2 options for you this week. The first one is from one of my favorites, Taco Bell. They are offering a free Mexican pizza through the Taco Bell app. Now, this offer expires June the 1st, so it's going to be about midweek, but I'm really excited about this. They brought it back on the menu. But if you're after the June 1st deadline and you're saying, Brandon, I missed that deadline, I still want a good food deal, that's okay. I've got you covered because if you purchase $30 in Chipotle gift cards using the link down in the description below, then you will get a BOGO offer for you to get a free entree. So there you go. You can either get your free Mexican pizza or you can get your Chipotle BOGO offer. It's important to note that on the Chipotle offer, this is limited to the first 10,000 people that do this. So make sure you take advantage of this sooner rather than later and let me know which one of these deals you think is better. All right, that was a fun show. We talked about a lot of stuff, right? We talked about elevated offers, bonuses, food deals, and a really awkward story on a Southwest flight. But let me know what your favorite story is, and if you have any tidbits of information you want to share about any of those, leave those down below, keeping in mind that we have a lot of new people in the Points and Miles community that are watching this channel, so any bits of advice that you can give to help someone out would really be appreciated, and I thank you for all of your comments so far. If you found this video helpful or mildly entertaining, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video. subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications for alerts, and when you click on the Brandon Boyd Show, click, 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 you're going to get the latest information on credit cards, points and miles, travel, money, finance, free Mexican pizzas, and everything in between. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. We'll see you soon.